Every, simply every pool player you ask to spot only one type of shot they hate the most, you will hear the same answer. Pin cut shot. And honestly, these shots can be such a nightmare and a big problem for many players. So if you wanna start dealing with these tricky fin shots, you need to change 3 very important things, and I promise you, you will never be afraid of that shot again. First thing is a mistake that a lot of players make, and when I realized how much it can affect the effectiveness of my cut shots, I proved to myself that I need to stop slow rolling balls. Most of shots we execute using not that much speed, but if we increase angle of the shot, then low speed may expose us to the effect of cut-induced throw. And this means that cue ball actually is sticking to the object ball at impact, pushing the object ball slightly forward. So in most cases you can aim the shot correctly, but still miss because of this. Let's imagine that you face this 8 ball and you need to make position to the 9 ball, which is located on foot spot. I am practically sure that many players will hit with less speed to leave the cue ball on the right side of the table. This option is not bad, but if cue ball will push the object ball to the outside too much, then you just leave very easy ball to your opponents. So to compensate for that, we need to use more speed and let the cue ball to use more rails instead of one. When we are increasing speed, then throw effect decreases and object ball going much closer to its natural path. But if for some reason you want to use low speed, then you need to aim just slightly thinner. If we look at pros, then we can clearly see that they often use more speed during executing cut shots, because this allows them to produce much more confident stroke. A firmer hit can be very helpful, especially when you are nervous, so this is the first secret of making your cut shots more effective. Alright, so now let's move on to our next important thing that will definitely make you start to much better deal with these annoying cut shots. Try to find difference between this shot and this shot. Both of these shots look practically the same, but there is one small difference that turns out to be a critical key. This all comes down to a very important conclusion that it is time to start avoiding using short bridge. Instead, use longer bridge and you will see huge difference in the quality of your cut shots. But why is it so important? Using longer bridge, you can create a longer distance between your eyes and cue ball, what in the next step will help you to much better judge angles. As we move further away from the cue ball, the sizes of the balls begin to equalize, which is the opposite of the situation when we are much closer to the cue ball. It seems to be much larger than the object ball, which significantly affects the ability to aim. Okay, but longer bridge affects not only the correct assessment of the size of objects, but also the confidence of our stroke. If you need to use more speed, then longer bridge gives you much more space to create longer backstroke. And of course, the longer backstroke is something that we need to use very carefully to maintain the accuracy of our shots. Timing of the shot is something that is extremely important and has huge impact on the quality of our shots, and we can only achieve this by using a longer bridge. So the next time when you will face thin cut shot, go long and I promise you, you will eat those tricky shots for breakfast. Tip number 3 is based on the mistake that I'm sure a lot of players make and don't even realize that they are doing it wrong. Imagine that you have managed to make a perfect bridge length and you are at the right distance from the cue ball. But during executing left cut shot you play too thick, and on the other hand if you try to execute same cut shot but to the right, then you play too thin. And of course this can also work the other way around. Think for a moment, how many times have you experienced this situation and how much did it start to make you lose confidence? This is a situation that many players still don't understand because they think they are aiming both shots exactly the same way, but they are doing something wrong. And the reason for this is that your head is probably in the wrong position. And actually, I don't mean vision center here, but the fact that you have to position your head perfectly down the shot line. You need to set your vision center above the cue stick, but the most important is rotation of our head. Let's try to find difference between this position and this position. In the first scenario, my left eye is a bit in front because my head is turned slightly to the right. In the second scenario, both of my eyes are in the same distance from the cue ball, and this is the reason why we can play both of these cut shots differently. If one of our eyes will be closer to the cue ball than the second one, then we will perceive the image differently, depending on whether we have to hit from the right side or left side. So it is extremely important to align your head in correct position to see the right view, and actually I guess that you will feel some discomfort at the beginning, but once your body gets used to it, you will be able to much better aim these thin shots, no matter of which side you want to shoot from. Being able to see the right view is extremely important during aiming shots in pool, so in this video I present another bunch of super easy tips of how to find your vision center and use this knowledge to start shooting straight. So if you wanna level up your game, check out this video and don't forget to leave a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel for more stuff like this. Thanks for watching and take care.